Yeah, it's me. She was here. I found a red coat. Nah, not anymore. Don't worry. I'll keep looking.
Welcome back to the channel and to yet another video. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I did that little effect by isolating a color in your video clips and only using Premiere Pro. So grab yourself a coffee, make yourself comfortable and stick around. Hey, what's up everybody and welcome back to Benham Media. My name is Nathan and it's an absolute pleasure to have each and every single one of you tuning in today. So yeah, with this video, I'm going to show you how I made that sort of like effect happen. Now, I've made a video in the past about how to isolate a particular color in Lightroom, and it's a wonderful effect to make a certain object or person stand out. But to do it in video, to try to make that effect work with a moving object, it is simple in photography. You just saturate everything else and leave the color that you want with the little sliders that Lightroom offers you. And it's even more technical when you go into Photoshop. But when you try to do it in video, because the object is moving, it seems to be a little bit more difficult, but it's a great effect to have in your sort of like ability as a creator. Steven Spielberg uses it sensationally in Schindler's List to isolate the red coat of a young girl. And of course, in Sin City, it is used as the sort of like the comic book type of effect. And it really makes a certain object stand out. And if you look at those type of films, and I'm pretty sure they put a lot more effort and work, especially Schindler's List, considering I think it came out in the 90s, that it was probably a bit more of a difficult effect to do. But in this day and age, and technology being the way it is simply a little click away. It's something that you drag onto your clip and then just a couple of minor alterations and you can get the same type of effect. Will it stand the course of time? Who knows? Can you do better in the lights of After Effects? Most definitely. But if you are a starting out filmmaker and you want to use this effect, you don't need a sort of master's degree to try to get it done. So let's rock over to Premiere Pro, have a quick little look how I made this clip, and yeah, let's see. So here we are in Premiere Pro, and like I said, this is a nice, easy technique to do in a very sort of basic manner. So here we are with the master clip, which is me holding the red coat, and quite simply, I'm going to go into my effects and I'm going to type in leave color, which is right there. And I'm going to bring that across onto my clip just like that. And then we're going to go into effects controls and we're going to scroll all the way down and there it is right there. Go to this drop down menu and click on using hue and then go to the eyedropper and you want to just simply pick the best color that you want within the red. So something like not mid, so not something too dark or something too light, right in the mid of that red, and click the clicker and it will change that color. You then want to go the amount all the way up to 100. So then what that will do will take out all the other reds within the shot, but you might need to tweak it slightly because as you can see, the door has a slight sort of reddy brown. There's some red to my skin. So you come down here to the tolerance and you bring that down till you are satisfied with the color. So usually I found within this particular shot in this film, 3 is pretty good, maybe 4, just to give the rest of it like that. Now, if you do still see a little bit of reds, but if you bring the tolerance any further down and you see that the color is in fact going from the sort of the object that you want to keep, then what you can do that way is bring that back up to the letter that you want, hold down the Alt key, click up and come upwards like that. So you've made a duplicate of the layer. And then you might want to play around with the opacity. So make a quick little mask. Now I'm going to do this quite a little rough like this around coat itself. So once I've done the mask, I'm going to invert it so it's actually affecting what's outside of the mask. I'm going to come down, I'm going to bring the tolerance all the way down to 0 and you will see it has affected the door and my face, but it hasn't in fact infected the coats. So seeing as that is the lower one, then probably what I could do is bring up the tolerance slightly to 4, just so there's a little bit more of that in there. And then maybe scroll through your footage to make sure the coat stays within the mask. So there we go, it goes out a little bit. So I'm gonna bring this out slightly. Absolutely perfect. As simple as that. So that is how you can easily isolate a color from your video clip and keep everything else black and white. Simple, really. So there you go, a nice, easy one for you this week. And yeah, you might need to tweak a few little sort of parameters a little bit to make the effect really work for particular sort of shots. You know, in my case, I chose red because it's a color that really, really stands out. And then I had to sort of make a couple of adjustments. One thing I will definitely say is that you do want to use this effect, make sure that there is no other colors that match the color that you want to stand out within your scene. I deliberately wore a white shirt, a black jacket, because I knew it was going to be black and white and it will just be easier to sort of fiddle about with in post. But yeah, you need that sort of like foresight before you sort of shoot this particular scene. But I'm quite pleased with it, hence the reason why it's out there on the internet. And I would love to hear your thoughts as well. So don't forget to hit me up in the comments if you've got any questions, quotes, or queries. If you do in fact like this video at any point, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And if you're not yet subscribed, now is a sensational time to do so, because I am so close to my 1,000 subscriber mark and I really want to hit that milestone before the end of the year. So yeah, come along, be part of the journey. But until then, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've learned something. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Yeah, it's me. She was here. I found a red coat. Nah, not anymore. Don't worry. I'll keep looking.